Well, welcome into another Southeastern check-in. Today we're checking in with Ashley Tucker. Ashley, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It's 75 degrees out. It's nice. You can see. I'm sitting out on my patio, just enjoying the weather.
Well, first thing I want to talk about is you coming into this program. You were one of Coach Grover's first Southeastern recruits, part of that first class that came in 2005, I believe. And 05-06 was your first year. You guys started out 10-17. Just talk a little bit about being part of that first group under a new coach.
Well, I think I probably speak for everybody when I say that was probably a pretty tough year for everybody. Coach Darren, it was, coming in together. I couldn't have asked for like a better scenario except for maybe having a winning season, because I think he would have been happier. We all would have been, but it was definitely a good learning experience for myself, and it was kind of rebuilding things there in a sense. And I mean, I wouldn't take that year back because it brought us closer together. But I will say it was definitely hard. It was a struggle for us all, but we all stuck together and made the best of it for what we could. We all had to buy in.
Well, and buy in, everyone did, because over the course of your career, by your senior season, you all were a 20-win team, and you made as a group, the first trip to regionals that year. Just talk a little bit about the progression of a team like that.
Oh man, it's such a great feeling whenever you reach like a milestone like that, because I know that Coach Darren wanted that so bad, and I wanted to be a part of that team that could give him that there at Southeastern. So to me, that was one of my goals. So I was very honored to be able to do that with him and Sammy, because they mean so much to me. They took a chance on me, and I just wanted to do everything I could to get us there. And it wasn't easy. There were a lot of ups and downs along the way, but we made it, and it was awesome. It didn't end like we wanted it to, but if I had to lose to somebody, I guess it'd be a couple best friends on the other side. UCO, that was also hard, but at least it was to them, I guess.
Well, and speaking of the highs and lows, just talk about your memories. Do you have any playing memories or any practice or just something that really sticks out in your mind from your time there?
Well, there's a lot, Matt. There's a lot, but I will say one of my greatest memories was when we beat West Texas at home. That was probably, I remember Coach Darren and I after the game, it was just like, we really just beat West Texas, because they were the big dog at that time. And we beat them at home, and man, that was such a great feeling. I'll never forget that. And then we often talk about this, Coach Darren, Sammy Joe, and I. We are super competitive. You know how Sammy Joe is so competitive and Coach Darren's super competitive. And we were playing pickup. I want to say it was preseason. I think it was. And they would play with us from time to time. And Coach Darren was not on my team. And I remember he's always emphasized like us taking charges. That was like a big deal, to take a charge. And I remember somebody took a charge. I think it was maybe Laura Loy, and we all thought it was a charge. And it was Coach Darren was taking it in. He was like going to try to dunk it or something, jump over her head or something crazy. And we thought it was a charge. He didn't call it a charge. I got mad. I like slammed the ball down, and he gave me a technical in practice. And we laugh about it now, but that's like one of the only technicals I've ever gotten, and it was in practice. So we laugh about that because I was so mad because we would have won, but we didn't, and it was a learning experience, but now we can laugh about it. It just shows how competitive we all were, so it was fun. Well, that was one of we laugh about that all the time. So it was one of the funnier memories.
He certainly received more technicals than he's handed out, but
I want I want you to ask him if that's the only technical he's ever handed out. We need to know. I think it might be. I think I have that honor, so we'll have to verify that. But I'm pretty sure.
I will have to check with that. Now, moving on from your playing career, talk about your transition into your working career.
Well, I think that has Coach Darren definitely shaped me as an individual into making sure, one, if you're not early, you're late. He started instilling that day one when we showed up for our team meeting. You're going to get here early. If you're not early, you're late. That's getting on the court and everything. So for me, I've carried that over into my work career, staying responsible, being early, never being late, that sort of thing, and being accountable for everything. So I definitely take those values he instilled in me, as a freshman, as a young adult, and I've carried that into my career and my everyday life.
You've gone into nursing. Explain a little bit about what you do in the nursing field.
Well, right now, I'm a travel nurse. I do med surge, medical surgical telemetry, and then I also do oncology. So I've taken a couple different positions in oncology in Oklahoma City, and I just recently ended a contract at OSU downtown in Tulsa. So I've actually been thinking about taking a contract in New York, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet because there's a lot of risk involved in that. But yeah, so that's what I do. And currently I'm in NP school, so I'm getting my master's, and I'm doing that online. So it's been busy.
Well, you mentioned the possibility of taking a contract in New York. I would wager that has a lot to do with the current situation with the coronavirus and everything. And how has that really affected not just your day-to-day, but obviously in your situation, maybe some opportunities?
Oh, well, yeah, definitely. With everything going on, it has been crazy for the nursing field for sure, just the medical field in general. A lot of people are actually staying home here in Oklahoma. So the hospital that I was at, their census last week was like 34 in the entire hospital because they've got people staying home, which is a good thing. But then that also hurts the hospital too. The employees, because a lot of them are getting laid off and things like that. But speaking like in the more populated areas like New York, yeah, they're swamped. I've got a couple different friends that are there, and they're seeing some pretty sick people and crazy things, and there's not enough nurses out there right now, just overpopulated.
Well, it sounds like it has definitely been one of those things that you've had to work through. Has it, aside from, looking at what you're doing as a job, has it affected you directly yet?
Directly yet, no. Not me in particular. At the hospital I was working at, they had a specific floor for those patients, so I didn't really have to work directly with those COVID patients. But no, it hasn't affected me directly yet.
Good. Well, as we close, is there anything you'd like to mention to the Southeastern fans out there, Southeastern women's basketball fans, or just Southeastern fans in general?
I mean, it's just such an honor to get to play at the collegiate level. And then when you get to go out and play in front of those fans, it means the world. We always had a really good fan base there at Southeastern. So yeah, just getting them out and appreciating them coming out to support women's basketball. We need it all the time. So it's definitely appreciated when people show up and give support.
Thank you. Good to talk to you, Ashley.
Yeah, you too, Matt.
Take care.
All right, you too.